Ever been ambushed by a late-night snack attack? You're not alone. We all know that familiar rumble, the siren call of the refrigerator after sundown. But here's the twist. It's not about eliminating these cravings, but embracing them with healthier choices. Yes, you heard that right. No more guilt trips, only guilt-free deliciousness. Because let's face it, snacks are not just food, they're tiny treats of joy. So stay tuned to discover 10 healthy snacks to satisfy your late-night cravings. Hunger is a tricky opponent, but we've got the winning strategy. You see, our bodies are like intricate machines, and sometimes they send us signals that we misinterpret. That late-night growl in your stomach, it might not be genuine hunger at all. You might be surprised to learn that boredom often masquerades as hunger. With the day's work done, we tend to seek out ways to keep ourselves entertained, and snacking seems like an easy fix. But be warned, it's a fleeting pleasure that can lead to overeating. Then there's habit. Ever find yourself reaching for a bag of chips while watching your favorite show, even if you're not particularly hungry? That's your brain associating relaxation or fun with food. It's a hard habit to break, but awareness is the first step. So now that we've identified the adversaries in our hunger games, let's arm ourselves with healthier alternatives to combat those cravings. Craving something sweet? Here are 3 guilt-free options. In our quest to satisfy our sweet tooth without derailing our healthy eating habits, we've discovered a delightful trio of treats. First up, we have the humble fruit. Now, don't underestimate the power of these natural sweets. A crisp apple, a juicy orange, or a handful of fresh berries can do wonders to curb those sugar cravings. And the best part? They come loaded with a host of essential nutrients and fiber. Our second sweet star is yogurt, specifically vegan Greek yogurt. This creamy delight not only satisfies your sweet tooth, but also offers a good dose of protein. Top it with a drizzle of maple or date syrup or a sprinkle of cinnamon for an extra flavor kick. Last but not least, we have dark chocolate. Yes, you heard it right. Dark chocolate, especially the kind that's 70% cocoa or more, is a great option when you're yearning for something sweet. It's packed with antioxidants and can even help improve heart health. But as with everything, portion control is crucial. A small piece is all you need to appease those late-night cravings. Now let's take a moment to appreciate these sweet champions. They're not just alternatives to those sugar-laden snacks we often reach for. They're also packed with benefits. Fruits offer vitamins and fiber, Greek yogurt provides protein, and dark chocolate comes with antioxidants. It's like that biblical verse from Corinthians says, "Whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God." So why not choose snacks that not only satisfy our cravings but also nourish our bodies? The beauty of these snacks is that they're versatile, available, and easy to prepare. Just imagine sinking your teeth into a ripe, juicy strawberry, or savoring a spoonful of maple syrup drizzled Greek yogurt, or relishing a piece of rich dark chocolate. Delicious, right? But what if you're in the mood for something savory? Salty, crunchy, and oh so satisfying. Say hello to the savory squad. First up, we have nuts. Now, I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill, salt-laden peanuts. I'm talking about almonds, walnuts, cashews, the real deal. These guys are packed with heart-healthy fats and protein to keep you satisfied. And the best part? They're super easy to portion out. A handful is all you need to curb those late-night munchies. Next, let's talk about an all-time favorite, popcorn. But hold up, not the butter-soaked movie theater kind. Air-popped popcorn is where it's at. It's low in calories and high in fiber, making it a perfect snack for those who like to munch. And with a sprinkle of your favorite herbs and spices, you can make it your own. Who said healthy can't be tasty? And last but not least, the veggie sticks and hummus combo, a match made in snack heaven. Crunchy carrots, bell peppers, cucumbers, paired with a creamy, protein-rich hummus dip. It's like a party in your mouth. And remember, variety is the spice of life. So mix up your veggies and try different flavors of hummus. Keep it exciting, folks. Now, you may be thinking, but what about the salt? Well, salt isn't the enemy. It's how much is used that can become problematic. A little can go a long way in satisfying that savory craving. And these snacks have just enough to do the trick. Back in the old days, I would reach for a bag of greasy chips when the nighttime hunger struck. But once I discovered these healthier options, there was no turning back. The energy, the satisfaction, the guilt-free pleasure of enjoying a late-night snack, it was a game changer for me. So there it is, the Savory Squad. each member bringing something unique to the table, or rather, the snack tray. As it says in the Bible, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. This includes snacking too. Talk about a flavor explosion, but what if you're after something a bit different? For those adventurous taste buds, we present the wild cards. Now, let's dive into the world of unique and unexpected healthy snacks that are sure to excite your palate. These are not your ordinary snacks. They are the wild cards, the mavericks, the game changers. First up, we have seaweed snacks. Yes, you heard that right. Seaweed, that humble plant from the ocean, can be a delicious and nutritious snack. It's low in calories but high in vitamins and minerals. With a slightly salty umami flavor, it's a great alternative to those greasy potato chips. Next, let's talk about jicama. This is a root vegetable that's native to Mexico. Jicama is crunchy and slightly sweet, making it the perfect base for a healthy snack. You can eat it raw, or add a squeeze of lime and a sprinkle of chili powder for an extra kick. Our third wildcard snack is chia seed pudding. Chia seeds are a powerhouse of nutrients. When soaked in liquid, they expand and create a pudding-like texture. Mix them with your favorite milk, add a dash of vanilla and a drizzle of maple syrup, and voila! You have a delicious, satisfying snack that's also good for you. And last but not least, we have pickled vegetables. Pickling is a fantastic way to preserve the goodness of vegetables while adding a tangy flavor. You can experiment with different types of vegetables and pickling spices. Not only are pickled vegetables a healthy snack, they also aid in digestion. Now you might be thinking, these are wild indeed. And that's the beauty of it. Healthy snacking doesn't have to be boring or monotonous. It can be fun, exciting, and adventurous. So the next time you feel a snack attack coming on, why not reach for one of these wild cards? Aren't those wild cards exciting? Now, let's talk about how to avoid overeating. Ever heard of Proverbs 25:16? If you find honey, eat just enough, too much of it, and you will vomit. Well, this ancient wisdom isn't just about honey, it's a golden rule that applies to all of our eating habits. So, let's dive into some tips to keep our eating in check and ensure that we're treating our bodies right. First up, we have portion control. Picture your plate as a canvas and your food as the paint. You don't want to oversaturate your canvas with one color, right? The same goes for your plate. A balanced meal includes a variety of food groups, and none of them should overpower the others. A simple way to manage portions is to use smaller plates and bowls. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference. Next, we have mindful eating. This isn't about dieting or restricting, it's about really experiencing your food. Take the time to savor each bite, appreciate the flavors, and listen to your body's signals. Are you really hungry, or are you just bored? Are you actually full, but eating out of habit? By slowing down and paying attention, you can better understand your hunger and satiety cues. Lastly, let's talk about hydration. Water is our best friend when it comes to maintaining a healthy diet. Not only does it keep us hydrated, but it also helps us feel full and avoid overeating. Try drinking a glass of water before meals and see if that helps curb your appetite. Now, these tips aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. Everybody is different, and what works for one person may not work for another, but they're a good starting point, a foundation for healthy eating habits. And remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So don't beat yourself up if you have a day where you eat more than you planned. Just remember Proverbs 25:16, and try again the next day. Remember, it's all about balance and moderation. Once upon a time, I was a late-night snackaholic too. It all started innocently enough, as most bad habits do. The moon would rise and my stomach would growl louder than a grizzly bear. I'd find myself prowling the kitchen, hunting for something to tame the beast. My prey of choice? Chips and chocolate. The crunchier, the sweeter, the better. But as the clock ticked past midnight, I'd find myself feeling not satisfied but regretful. The snack attack aftermath was always a battlefield of empty wrappers and guilt. Then one day, as I was about to embark on my nightly snack raid, I remembered a proverb that my aunt used to tell me. Proverbs 25:16. It says, "If you find honey, eat just enough, too much of it, and you will vomit." A bit graphic, right? But it got me thinking about my late-night feasting. I decided it was time for a change. I began to explore healthier alternatives, swapping out the chips for carrot sticks, the cookies for apple slices, and the ice cream for Greek yogurt. My taste buds rebelled at first, but slowly they started appreciating the natural sweetness and the crunch of fresh produce. One night, I had a particularly intense craving for chocolate. I was about to cave when I remembered a dark chocolate bar I'd stashed away. Dark chocolate is healthier than milk chocolate, right? I broke off a piece, savored it, and you know what? It hit the spot. My journey wasn't always smooth. There were slip-ups, midnight raids on the cookie jar, and days when carrots just didn't cut it. But with time, patience, and a lot of trial and error, I found a balance. I realized that snacks could be both healthy and satisfying, and that is how I became the snack queen. We've covered a lot today, but I've got one more golden nugget for you. Let's do a quick recap. We've talked about the snack attack and how those late-night cravings can sneak up on us. We've explored the Hunger Games and learned how to satisfy our hunger without overdoing it. We've met our sweet trio, the savory squad, and the wild cards. All delicious, healthy snack options that can help us conquer those cravings. We've also shared some handy tips to avoid overeating, and I've taken you on a personal journey through my own snack adventure. Now, for that golden nugget, here's a bonus snack idea. Apple slices with almond butter. It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's creamy, and it's packed with nutrients. The fiber in the apple and the protein in the almond butter make a powerful combo to keep you feeling full and satisfied. But remember, the key is not to deprive yourself, but to make healthier choices. It's about finding balance and enjoying the journey. As the good book says, everything in moderation. That includes our late-night snack attacks. So let's wrap this up. We've got our snack game plan in place, we've got healthy options at our fingertips, and we're ready to tackle those cravings head-on. Remember, it's not about deprivation, but about making healthier choices. So next time the snack attack strikes, you'll be ready. Thank you for joining me on this snacktastic journey. If you found our adventure appetizing, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Don't forget to drop your favorite healthy snack in the comments. Now, I'll leave you with a thought to nibble on. To eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is an art. So let's master this art together. Until next time, keep snacking smart.